Champions League football tonight, mate.
Yes,
We've been watching it.
We have.
The Man United one, obviously, at the death there, really. Copenhagen, they should have got a point.
Yeah, they should have got a point. Look, the most important thing, Man United's performance tonight, we'll talk about that, but let me tell you, mate, that result was absolutely crucial. They could not have gone into the fourth game with just 1 point. That would have been not completely fatal, but you would have thought from that position that would have been very hard to turn that around. You can't tell how big that save is, Mona, and that big that goal from Harry Maguire as well.
Yeah.
So those two moments in that particular game, I think United will look back. I'm not sure they're still favourites to get out. They've still got some tough games. Got to go away at Copenhagen, go away at Galatasaray.
Yeah.
And I think the final game is going to be at home against Bayern Munich, who might at that stage already qualified as group winners.
Yes.
So,
might play a week in two.
it's still very much in Manchester United's hands.
What did you make of the performance, though?
First half, mate, honestly.
Terrible.
They were diabolical, first half. Truly diabolical. It was so bad.
It got booed off.
It was so bad. Copenhagen, to their credit, they look a neat and tidy outfit, as was proven at the end, didn't quite have the quality. Second half, United were better. Without being brilliant, United were better. Cashman on the counter. Rashford should have had at least one. Garnacho should have at least had one. Maybe another one of those shots on the edge of the box. Keeper made one or two decent saves. Second half was better. But let me tell you, mate, a 0-0... They were up against it, United. That goal from Harry Maguire is enormous, as is the save from Onana. Those two players, as you said, redemption, have gone through it this season and longer for Maguire, you would argue.
Yeah.
But those two moments there, it may be the signal that Man United's season gets back to where they want it to be.
Well,
I'm not convinced.
I'm not convinced. I hate it when people come and say that's the turning point.
No, but you don't.
That's the turning point.
No, but in this group it
Like
might be.
rubbish.
In this group it might. If they get out of this group, it's because of those two moments. I'm not convinced like you that that's going to be the turning point. But if they go away and get, if they beat Galatasaray and Copenhagen, they're probably going to get through.
Yeah.
Right. But let me tell you, mate, that last kick of the game, that is enormous.
No.
But they were shocking first half, Man United. You can't. They needed to win this game. They didn't know they knew how to win the game.
Yeah.
Some teams go second half, fair play. He went a little bit higher up the pitch. I think he brought Eriksen on. They looked a little bit more dangerous. Let me tell you, man, that save. You can't put a price on it. It's enormous. It's enormous, mate.
Great save.
It's enormous.
I mean, fair play to Onana. He took a bit of stick this season.
Yes, he has.
And comes up with a big moment. But Harry Maguire, you know what? Fair play to the man. He's took an awful amount of stick from, pretty much everyone in the media. Players have been digging him out.
Yep.
He's been right under it. And say what you want about him as a player in terms of his ability and how good you think he is, he's got a set of balls on him, mate. For him to step up in a big moment, score a header. He got man of the match against Sheffield United on the weekend. Played really well tonight. And
nearly give a goal away. There was that one ricochet where they got through.
I know he nearly gives a goal away.
He
forget his ability.
Yeah.
Right? Forget that. Yeah, he's got some moments in him where
first half everyone was poor.
He's still not convincing as a world class centre half.
No.
But what I love about him, mate, is his mentality. There's a lot of players at Manchester United that go under. Who fall away and they end up just being nothing players. You can have a look a bit like Jadon Sancho's come in, hasn't worked for him, and he's just gone disappearing. Maguire's stuck it out. He's stuck in there. He's got his head down, kept himself fit, hasn't mentioned too many times that about how unhappy he is, and then he's gone on the pitch and he produces a result. And that, to me, says a lot about him as a person. Forget what he's like as a player. As a person, got a lot of time for that.
United could do with a few more of those type of characters this season because it's been a bit of a funny old season for them. He has come in for a huge amount of stick. Most of it social media. There's been a few pundits. Maybe some of it fair, some unfair. But in all honesty, mate, he just gets on with it, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He's got the great mentality. Clearly, those things he takes them in his stride and can deal with them. Trusts his own ability, and you saw the way he celebrated today. So, I think United could do with a few more of those.
Look, we had the Arsenal game on as well. Look, we were talking massive result for them. They win the game against Sevilla, but David Raya. I mean, convinced. He threw one in his own net and give away one in the first half with poor distribution. They should have done better, Sevilla. And in the dire moments, he's come out and done a Superman clearance and he's nearly gone in his own net.
Yeah, unconvincing again. That's the word. He gave one away first half. You're absolutely right. I think Sevilla are a little bit more clinical. I think that first touch, I can't remember who brought it down. But he hasn't got to be a brilliant first touch. Just get it in your grasp and then just toe it beyond him. And he rode his luck towards the end, coming out doing a Superman impression, wasn't he? Punching it over his crossbar. Going trying to punch it the other way. Yeah, you sense there's a nervousness around him at the moment. Because that spotlight is, and as you know, understandably so, wasn't great the weekend either.
The Sports Bar with Jamie O'Hara and Jason Cundy. Monday to Thursday nights from 10 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.